Across this YouTube channel, you probably would have seen me posting routine videos of me turning any losing trade scenario into overall gains. And it's more than possible to do that. If you're using a stop loss, it isn't. As soon as you're wrong, you can't recover it. And the benefit of hedging is it really gives you control of your risk so that you can more or less just micromanage all positions that you've got in play at any time. Of course, you need a lot of practice to do that. And then once you've sort of mastered the skill, it becomes sort of clockwork, like you will see on these videos. But simply, it doesn't have to be the be-all and end-all. If you're wrong, if you start learning how to hedge, you can work out of losing trades. So I'm going to show you how to do that live on a video right now. Don't forget, if you can, like, share, comment, subscribe. That'd be fantastic. And go underneath this video if you want to learn to trade for income with myself and Alex Sorrow, both pro multi-asset day traders. Let's go ahead. So I'm using FX Replay here to backtest. And to show an easy sort of demonstration of how you can work out of any poor trades you take. Some people ask me, well, what am I sticking on the daily for? It's just because it makes the video so much easier to film. Instead of me going through all the intricacies of all time frames, because remember, a lot of people don't understand. They might not trade the same way. It's just going to get really confusing. So I would say, if you're totally interested in trading for income reliably, as we do from our members' results reflected, just go underneath the video. It's the easiest way to do that. What we do works really well, and our results are testament to that. And you can see in every single video I'm filming here, every single time we're out for net gains. Every single time, every single video. It doesn't matter what asset it is, when the time frame is, whatever, doesn't matter. We're always out for net gains. So let's go ahead and let's do this. So I'm going to play through. I've just loaded this up in 2015, and I'm just going to zoom out a bit, see where we're at, and I can use a higher time frame just to judge really where the next key areas are, so I can make a good judgment on a long. It looks like we're probably going to get something around here. I wouldn't be shocked if we get slightly lower, but I am going to take a one lot entry. Okay, so I can actually just do it down here, I'm pretty sure. So there's one. Okay, so if we drop a bit more, as expected, there you go. You can see now we're accumulating a little bit of drawdown on that entry. So a push up, okay, and this is a more risk on sort of stance, because some people have asked me, well, only made that much over this period of time. Yes, typically that is the case, but I'm doing this with very low exposure because I don't want to have to think about any high drawdowns. I don't want to trade with that kind of setup, because there's no point when you can trade a lot more risk averse and safely. Okay, so I'll be out on that one straight away, let's say. Okay, so that's gain one. I can now take a short, but I'm going to take the short a lot lighter, okay, because it's very early on the price trajectory. Okay, so would have liked to kill that, but I'm playing it really quickly. Okay, so cool, we're out for gains. I'll take another long. Let's say 0.5 this time, or 6, double what it was a minute ago. Make sure you change that to long, save, and we're now out again. Okay, take another light short, and I'm just using local price action for this. And again, as well, if I sat here and set all the targets for every single trade, it would take absolutely ages. So I'm closing them when my brain tells me that's a viable area. In other words, mostly where you take a short and you land at some kind of support, and I think that hasn't gone in. Take it again, take it 5. So another long at 0.25, and if we play through a bit, you can see now we're accumulating a little bit of drawdown, okay, which if it extends is going to give us the opportunity to look at how we can hedge short. So it's going to be taking shorts against this long. So a good decent fall there. We can play through a bit more. And ideally, I'm going to want to start to look at how I can short. Okay. So it's got to be, so there's a push up back to our early 20 MA going towards our 40, and a decent area of resistance here coming up. So I'm going to take the short, but I'm going to make it small because the price is very low. Okay, so I'm in short. and now my long is in gain, so I can close that. And now I can add a little bit more short again. Okay, so a little bit heavier this time because the price is higher. Okay, now I can kill that. Now I can take a long. And I'm going to make this one a bit heavier because the price is low in the overall grand scheme of the market, i.e. that. Okay, so there's a good chance we're coming to the upside now, because what's happened is we come over the 20 and the 40 and dip back to it with a key level of support. So a bounce to the upside here wouldn't shock me. Absolutely correct. And now we're picking up a lot more gains. Okay, I can then take another light short, 0.2. And what I'm doing is just trading the stages of the market as it progresses. And I played that a little bit quick. But I can then take another long. So all the while this is losing money, I'm still accumulating short and long side gains. Okay, which allows me to sustain these moves overall. So I can now add another one, okay, which I'll do short. Nicely on your 100 MA, out for gains again. And I'll take a long. I'll take another one, just about 0.35, because we're ranging a bit. And we could trickle down, which is exactly what occurred slightly. Kill that one. And I'll just add another light short here because the push, isn't too drastic. And up we go. So now price really climbing away. And I've got the opportunity. What do I want to do? Do I want to add another short? Do I want to hedge only? And at this point, I'm going to add another short. And if this breaks, I can look at how to hedge. Okay, I really wanted to kill that for gains, but it's just too fast. There we go. I have to take something less. But, what I can do now is I can play a bit more. And there we go. I've got the opportunity now to hedge. So I've got 0.2 in play there. The market is a lot lower, so I can actually take double that size in longs. And I've actually done a short by mistake because this doesn't change to neutral for some reason. If anyone knows how to do that, let me know, because when you get really in the midst of this, you sort of forget. Okay, so now pushing, and really if it goes up, the price, I will kill for long side gains, and down, I will kill for short side gains if I'm quick enough, which I haven't been so far. So there we go. So I can actually kill that off there. And now at this point, I've picked up a lot of gains, so I can kill that former short for a loss. And now I can take a very small long on this really small pullback. So I've managed to remove that former short. And again, it's not actually as bad because it's sort of okay there's a short there. But it's hard to remember to change that. So like I said, if anyone knows how to change that so it goes to neutral, it doesn't have a long or a short attached, that would be great. I can kill that one off. And that one again. And I can take a long. Make sure you change it. Okay, so I'm long, push up. And this market's very choppy, but it's ideal. Take that one out. And now again, I've got the option. Do I want to take that off? I don't think I do at the moment. I will if the market falls drastically. So I'm going to take a short here. And like I said, if I keep setting orders, it's going to take forever for me to film this. So I'm just closing everything manually. A deeper push to those MAs would warrant a decent long. Okay, so I'm going to take a light long now. Just a light short. There you go. Again, I think I'll get used to it. But I could kill that one for nothing. There we go. So long side gains there, 338. And I can actually add another short. Let's go for 0.2. Okay, so now we're pushing away, and now what's going to happen is going to accumulate a bit of drawdown. So we can, again, decide, do we want to add long, okay, on a pullback, or do we want to keep shorting? So just for this purpose of this video, to display how I would then hedge these shorts, is I would take a 0.2 there. Could have killed it for gains, too slow. Now I will take something heavier, 0.35, and I can know that's a short again. But it doesn't matter as long as we keep falling. So it's not always a massive problem for getting, but you really want to make sure you don't. Okay, don't be like me. So I've taken a long there this time, and I'm out 547. I'm not going to add any more short. If it comes up, I'll kill that long. If it goes down, I'll kill the short. I'm actually going to add another long here of about 0.2. Okay, and I'm long now. And again, any rise, I'll take long side gains for a hedge. If I can pause it properly without it playing at a million miles an hour. Again, for the purpose of this video, that would have been a decent exit on that long side move. Let's just see. Okay, so we're out for short side gains there. At this point, I can kill that 640. I can now add 0.15 or so to the long side, and I can play again. And if we come under, I'll take the short out. Okay, a bit more. So it's pushing on a key area. There we go, out. Okay, so now we can hedge these short again. So any real push to the upside and I'll kill them. Okay, so I'll take a good size short, sell, to kill that one off for a long side gain. We'll leave that one on just to hedge the short. Close that short, that long side out. Get a short involved. Okay. So drawdown throughout this video, again, not threatening at all. Nothing dangerous, no need to worry. Rather than, someone who takes massive risks. It's just not viable in trading. And it's nice and easy to control your risk with sizes that are not going to cause you to stay up at night. At least that's how I see it. If you want low stress, you want low risk. Okay, so another long side hedge gain there. And if we can just keep taking hedge gains on these moves to the upside, ultimately, and I'll be in a position where I can just turn those losing entries again into profits, which is what we did on former entries. So I'm going to take another light short again, just as the market climbs, and I can look to protect those long. Okay, so drawdown still sitting fairly well. I can now take this long for about a 0.25. Okay, so long. Play that through. See where we end up with that. Okay, so we're now pushing a little bit. Okay, so I'll kill that for $424. I'll add a really light one here, short. I think it automatically swaps every entry to short when you go to take one. So that's decent. Take that out. Go for a long. 0.25. Still no threatening drawdown. And I can actually kill that one now. So now I've just got these two positions to deal with. Okay, nice short side gain there, hedging part of that long. Take a new long. And you can just do this forever. I mean, as long as your sizes and your risk is all under control, there's no reason why you can't simply just keep trading those cycles. Ultimately, when you want to exit everything, you're just waiting for some meaningful push the way you want, after you've accumulated all those gains already. So I could actually just, so I'm going to leave that long. If we push up higher, I can kill them both, take a small loss on one and get some back on the other. So I've got $282. What I will actually do is just take a small short here to cover a little bit, $300 back. Small long again. We should start to be able to wind down here. Okay. And if we don't, we'll just have to keep going through until we get, the best sort of opportunity to kill everything. So pushing up a bit, another short. See where we get. So a good push up would be ideal. And remember, I'm just taking swing entries really, so they're easy for everyone to follow. I mean, I could be sitting here trading absolutely every single move there and accumulating a lot more gains. At the moment, price is just subdued by these early MAs and a lot of resistance. Okay, so I can short again. I'll play it a bit faster because the moves are very intricate at the moment. So just going through, and we're just waiting basically for the price to go either way. But it's ranging a lot. Okay, I'll actually leave that. Tell you what, we'll fast forward it a lot. You're waiting for some sentiment break either way. And again, you could have traded everything in between if you really wanted to. But I'm just trying to give a basic perspective of what we're doing. So I'll kill that. And I can actually just take another one like that. Okay, so I didn't quite catch it. But I get a little bit there. I could take it long, couldn't I? Okay, kill that one off. I'll take another long. So still playing through. I can take another short. Another long. Kill that. Take a really light short. So we're going to look to wind this down now. So we're going to take lighter hedges because we've got a lot of gains stacked to protect anyway. Just looking for a blast to the upside, more or less. And then I can probably exit everything. Even, that's even a bit slow on full blast, I think. There we go, 142, and then a push again, ideally. We got 224, and one more would be ideal. Whether we get it or not, I'm not totally convinced. Yeah, okay, so I could just kill that off, and you can see we're in net gains no matter what. That was a very, very risk-averse version, I would say. I could have traded all of those other moves. And yeah, I mean, it's over a long period of time. But like I said, there is very high win rate, basically no drawdown. And I didn't take every opportunity I could. But the trajectory is always going to be up no matter how many, how long I trade. Obviously, you would have more assets as well. But I think the max drawdown we ever had was about 2%, which is really safe. And you saw some really good deviations on moves. Actually, no, I can't see it. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, only ever $2,000 and all of that high win rate. So effectively what I'm saying is you could have put your sizes up, you could have taken more entries. Obviously, then your profits would be higher. But I'm just trying to fit the most basic version I can in this short video, which is what I've done. But you can see the win rate's high. And, any losing trade you've got is always going to turn to gains so long as you've got the skills necessary to do that. Go underneath the video if you want to learn how. See you in the next one.